honestly, I'm losing interest, just collectively. And I'm about to just get thee to a nunnery and just, go full on Billy Graham, and you all figure, I don't care. I am reaching the point, I'm paid to care, I don't care. It's getting harder to make me care. This is a joke. It's rudderless, and it seems as if we want to sell each other talking points that actually produce any form of substantive victory whatsoever. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, I mean, you talked about a circle of your description, pleasure. I know what you're doing there. I would also argue that, some of our brothers and sisters, particularly in the, MAGA camp, I think, particularly enjoy the circular firing squad. You want to come at me and call me a rhino, you can kiss my ass. Look, I've spent a lifetime fighting for limited government conservatism. I have laid it all on the line. I've not seen my family but for 2 days in the last 30 days. You go around talking your big game and you thumping your chest on Twitter. Yeah, come to my office and come have a debate, mother. You know why? Because I'm standing up for this country every single day. And Steve, I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to go to a nunnery because there were people who are buried over in Normandy who deserve us to stand up for what they fought for. So that's what I'm going to do. And all of you out there who are out there saying what you're saying out on social media, you stick it. I'm going to go down to the floor and do my job, and I'm going to stand up for the people who fought for this country. And I'm going to do it the way I think is right for the people that I represent. That's what I think.
I think that sums up the way a lot of people think, brother. I do. I just don't think they know what to do instead. And
I get it. Look, I get it. I'm just as angry, right? I want to change what's happening here. But, I got a bunch of people who are going out there saying, hey, what are we going to do, right? Are we going to, divide the country? You got people out there saying, Texit. You got people out there saying, look, we've got to stand up and fight for this country. Or we got to say, what's our plan for freedom? You and I have talked about this repeatedly.
I know.
Right? What are we going to do? All I know is I have a son and I have a daughter, and I want them to live free. And I'm doing everything I know how to do to get it there. And the speaker reflects the Republican conference. The American people need to understand that.
That's the truest thing said here. Well, there were a lot of true things said here, but that's the truest thing said right there is what you just said.
So all we're doing, I respect what Gaetz and my 4, 5, 6 brothers are doing right now because they want to change. I respect friends of mine who went to the mic who are your heroes out there, ladies and gentlemen, who are taking a different position because we're trying to figure out how to navigate through a world in which Democrats control the Senate, the Republican conference in the Senate is garbage, the House Republican Conference has a variety of views from all over the country with 221. But if people want to play this out in real time and deal with this every single minute and every single day on social media, don't think that that's somehow going to change the game. Because what we got to do is we have to actually define the fight. Look, somebody came in here earlier, one of my staffers, looking at the fact that one of my colleagues was carjacked 8 blocks from here last night in the nation's capital. And that individual, a woman, was like, what happened to a country where we can't even have order? Mm-hmm. You want to know what Ron DeSantis should be talking about as being the governor who can restore order as president of the United States, just like he's done repeatedly with hurricanes slamming into Florida. I don't want to keep playing the games, all this. Let's go play all the games because somebody's been indicted 12 times. And what did they do? Look, we got a governor that won by 1.5 million votes, won 62% of Hispanics, won 50% of single females, has been kicking butt, and could actually do the job of restoring order in this country and forcing the change. And what are we doing? We're going around in this parade of personalities and celebrities and cult. It's absurd. And so I'm not going to do it. I'm not. This is not about personalities. What I'm going to do is keep laying out what I think we need to do to stop that little girl from getting trafficked while we're pissing around in this godforsaken town, to stop spending money we don't have, to stop turning over our sovereignty to cartels, to stop funding a proxy war. We've got to stand up and fight, and we're moving the needle, people. There are more Republicans with us than there were 9 months ago. But going through into a fit of rage to go down and just blow stuff up, I don't think is the right path. I don't begrudge it. We'll go figure out what happens in 2 hours. But just don't think that getting out on social media that that's somehow real. It ain't.